In this close-up episode, I'll be giving detailed step-by-step instructions for making some great looking and tasting cocktail kits that make for great gifts around the holidays. My videos share the journey of an artist-engineer exploring the world through the process of creation. I'm often joined by my family and friends as I experiment with do-it-yourself projects that produce quality results on a shoestring budget. Somewhere in the ethosphere where MacGyver meets the frugal gourmet and Crash the Woodwright's shop for a Newton's Apple special, there you'll find me with a mess on a table, grin on my face, and at least one child sharing my curiosity. This is something my wife and I have done for our families around Christmas since it's personal, luxurious, and it doesn't take a lot of time or money to make a lot of them. So this is great when you have a big family, a small budget, and you tend to procrastinate when buying Christmas presents. One of our favorite mixed drinks is the Moscow Mule, a vodka cocktail with ginger and lime. The first time I had it at a local Milwaukee bar, it was served in a copper mug. Copper. I love copper. Anyways, I'm not a huge fan of overly sweet drinks, and this one is a very nice blend of being on the sweet fruity side with its lime and ginger while being crisp and refreshing. It's one that doesn't get old after just one, so consider yourself warned. Now, I'm going to Tarantino this and start at the end. So, here is the final product. Small, simple, elegant. It could be put out on display or kept in the liquor cabinet for a special treat. For the bottles, it's best to go clear, so you can show off what's inside. Now, I've in the past either bought bottles from my local homebrew store, they'll sell these by the case, or, like this one here, it's just a used wine bottle that I've taken the label off and cleaned. The delabeling process that I found a couple tricks to, I'm going to post in a future episode. These here are the shrink caps that you'll use with a blow dryer to shrink tight and seal after you've placed the top on. So these as well you can get at your local homebrew store. And I'll also post a link in the description if there's not one around you, so you know where to order them online. For the vodka, you can get as cheap or as expensive as you'd like. Since we're making a mixed drink with the vodka, and the nuances of a high-quality vodka will be largely overwhelmed by the other flavors, it makes the most sense to go with a middle-of-the-road vodka. I really like vodka for this application. It's very high on the bang for the buck mark. I got this at my local supermarket for about 20 bucks. It's 1.75 liters, and that's going to be enough for 3 bottles of infused vodka. The 2 flavoring components for this infusion are lime, ginger, and lime. You can play around with the preparation of these however you'd like. The only 2 things to keep in mind are 1, that the pieces fit through the opening of the bottle, and 2, that you only use the zest of the lime, as the white part of the rind will provide a bitterness that isn't intended for this drink. To prepare the ginger, you can peel it or leave it as is and just wash it off with water. Now, I've chosen to peel the ginger to prevent pieces of the paper-like skin from coming off and making the infusion murky. I like pieces that can be recognized for what they really are and stand out in the bottle. I then slice it thicker, about a 1/4 inch. To prepare the lime zest, first make sure you wash the limes, and then you use a potato peeler to make long strips. But now what you want to do is be careful to not get too much of that white pith. So we're just gonna take it a little bit thinner here. leave behind that bitterness as best we can. Now I'm going to test out this truffle slicer I got as a gift here because I'm able to control it. And you know what? That actually didn't too bad. Let's see if I can control it. Yep, that is really nice. So yeah, now if I can just not cut my hand and some nice strips. This puppy's actually doing, yeah, real nice. So yeah, look at that. All right, live and learn. So I'm going to continue to get as much of the zest off these limes as possible with this technique here. That's going to do me pretty good. Keep the whites on. I expect that not many folks at home have truffle slicers, so a potato peeler will do. Just takes a little bit more finesse to keep from getting so much of that white bitter rind. These can be left as is and folded to fit through the bottle. For one bottle, I've used ginger cut up about the size of a palm, the root, and I'm using the zest of about 4 smaller limes. So if you have larger limes, you can probably get away with 2 or 3. This is going to make for a very strong infusion. And as you can see, I've layered it. Next, you're just going to fill the bottle to the middle of the neck with vodka. And then put the top on. To apply the shrink wrap that come, there's probably a couple cases worth that you can get in the package. You take just one of them, and the deal is just to make sure that when you put it over the top, it's all the way down. Then you simply take a blow dryer, hot and high, and proceed to shrink wrap it. Touch is a label of your preferred aesthetic. You could go antique, modern, clean, informal, whatever you like, with the name of the mix and a cocktail recipe on it. So these can be given as gifts immediately, or you could make them months ahead of time. I found that it takes about 2 weeks for the flavors really to be infused, and you certainly can wait as long as you want, and more of the flavors will be pulled out of there. Now there's a lot of room to experiment and play with the variations of ingredients. I've given one before to my brother and sister-in-law with cranberry and vanilla, and they were actually able to get a couple infusions out of the same cranberries and vanilla by just refilling the bottle when they're done. Thanks for watching this close-up episode in my cocktail series. Check out my others in the series, like the Smoky Joe, which is a bourbon cocktail I invented that includes bacon fat. Yes, bacon fat. If you would like for a question or comment of yours to be included in a future episode, please post a YouTube video and send me a link via email or in a comment below. Play big, play smart.
Can I have a machine gun. Wow. Can I please have a flamethrower?
You'll shoot your eye out.
Well, you can't shoot your eye out with the flamethrower. You can burn